Well, if you just joined us, we're watching the AFC Asian Cup 2019 qualifiers final round, Hong Kong versus Korea, DPR Korea. John Levitt with me, Mal Thompson in the booth here. John, just comment on the stats there.
Yeah, well, of course, DPR Korea, 9 shots, only just 1 on target though, so you can see that they were pushing early on. Hong Kong in the end, no shots early on, but managed to get three away. Of course, they're the team that scored the goal. I'm not sure if we can class the goal as an on-target shot, but
well, we thought it was going on target, so we took a deflection to in the right area because the goalkeeper was actually diving that way. But this, as it stands, 1-0 to Hong Kong. A great time to score. Every coach would know that. Literally on the stroke of half-time, and it sets us up for a tremendous second half as we come into this match. The teams are getting their final instructions. Crowd are happy. John, we had that typhoon last night that really ripped through Hong Kong, and actually thought that the ground would be playing a bigger part than it is. It has caught the defenders out a couple of times, but actually in good condition.
It has, and of course we've had problems with the pitch before, but seems like it's a lot better now, and seems to have been drying out during the match. And Korea were able to play the ball to feet quite a lot there in that first half, which was good to see. Of course, they're trailing, so we do wonder, you know, it's going to really make them come out and be more open. It should be a much more exciting game in the second half, although it's been a pretty good game so far. Of course, the big question is Kim Pan-gong of Hong Kong. What does he do, Mal? Does he say to his team, we want to come out and be defensive and be cautious and sit back and try and protect this lead?
No, I don't think so. I think, you know, with 45 minutes, I mean, you've seen what the Koreans are capable of, and they are not a team that are uncomfortable with the ball. They cause Hong Kong lots of problems. I think what the coach will be saying to them is, you've got to tighten up, you've got to get the ball moving a bit better, you've got to defend a bit better, because the pitch is going to play its part. If you're not going to be able to challenge for the ball, then hold it up a little bit more. I've just got to do some basics a little bit better, and then take their chances in the build-up and keep that ball moving, because the Koreans, when they take a bit of a time over it, they are all over, particularly in the midfield. And
yeah, they're very strong in that respect. And it was good to see them. We thought from Hong Kong's perspective that their best chance of scoring really was going to come from a set piece or a break, and as it turned out, it was just really good pressing from Alexander. And in the end, they're the team that went in much happier. I mean, I think the manager would have been happy anyway, but to go in with that 1-0 lead, I mean, it's really nice to have something to protect. You know, as we know in these matches, first 10 minutes of the second half here is going to be crucial for them. They've got to keep it nice and tight, and you know, the longer this match goes on, the more frustrated the Korean team's going to get.
I think with the experience of Jorn Andersen, you see him there, the blonde-haired Norwegian coach of Korea. I don't think he's going to be really too worried at this stage, because they have played well, the Koreans, and they've just got to keep going and keep their pattern and their shape, as every footballer on earth likes to talk about these days. Keep their shape and keep their strategy, because they have caught, as they have now, you see. Well,
that's unbelievable. We talked about concentration in the first 10 minutes.
Well, it's a combination there, wasn't it? Look, I said he's not going to be too bothered, because they were defending well and they were attacking well. But that was a lapse in concentration for Hong Kong. This ball is played forward. There's 1-2 players there caught out. There's covering there, and, you know, not really dealt with it. It's route one, isn't it?
Song Kim-yu, great effort. I mean, a fair shoulder barge, really. Just a coming together. And he was just the guy that was more determined.
Body strength, upper body strength on him, and so all of a sudden that fantastic end to the first half has been completely wiped out by the early goal by the Koreans.
Now the dynamic will also change. Korea are going to have their tails up, Hong Kong heads down a little bit. And also all the good work that the manager would have done at half-time in the dressing room totally irrelevant now.
Well, interesting enough, the start of the first half, when the Koreans had the kick-off, what they did is they played the ball forward into the corner, and Hong Kong were 3 minutes pretty much into the match before they got out their own half. This time, as they defended on the free kick on the centre, they got forward, route one, and equalised. Now, Carey gets his cross in again. Only one other player plus McKee in the box for Hong Kong.
Yeah, McKee did well there because he initiated that move, really sprinted, got some good pace on him. And you know, they need these players to get released. They certainly need to put some pressure on this Korean team.
So all square, 47 minutes, 2 minutes into the second half. Another dangerous ball into the Hong Kong box. And you've got to question the concentration or the lack of it for that goal. It's got to be demoralising for the Hong Kong team. They forget about it. They can't afford any more at this early juncture.
Cha Myung, danger man, number 17 for PRK.
Pressure on Hong Kong at the moment. Koreans have started flying out of the blocks. Hong Kong under a lot of pressure at the moment.
As this pitch is drying out, allowing them to just play a little bit of football on the ground.
Keep the ball moving, not give it away like that.
Got to make sure they don't get too deep, this Hong Kong defence now, because Korea are really pushing them back.
You see the body language for Hong Kong now. As you said, John, the Koreans have got the tails up. They had a plan at the beginning, and I think they were surprised at the lack of defending by the Hong Kong team at the very start. Now, this is Carey blatantly fouling, but not pulled out by the referee.
Well, it's a good shout for a penalty. Nothing. Do you see there? Kim Pang-gong, he thinks it was a penalty.
Well, I think Carey was lucky there because that was a push, and I think that probably may have affected the referee's decision there.
And also a little bit theatrical in the dive. But again, we have seen them given for far less than that. Must be careful here, they'll end up with a yellow card.
The referee got the first one wrong and then saw the result of the second.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Mal. I mean, he was probably the aggressor more with that push. But it shows you also that you can put this Korean defence under pressure.
Watch this here. Actually, you know, when you look at it, here's the first push. It gets underneath him.
Definitely a push there.
Now,
yeah.
He actually probably could have gone on more, but he actually went for there. He's on the 6-yard box. Gone to ground. Gone for the penalty. Didn't get it.
Yeah, sometimes it just pays dividends to stay on your feet.
Well, look at in contrast to the Korean goal, the guy kept going and going and going.
Exactly.
So
throwing it back to
this
Koreans for a goal kick.
That's the Hong Kong crowd don't like it. I don't think there can be any complaints about that particular incident. Carey's got to be a bit careful now.
Yeah, just a little bit riled up, the Hong Kong team, of course. A little bit upset about that early goal. Big mistake for them. And
well, the issue here is that you know, okay, he may be feeling that he was badly dealt with in that penalty, but he's got to be a bit careful because he's committed a few fouls here.
Yeah,
we need a cool head,
and
he's been one of the most dangerous players for Hong Kong, so they need him on the pitch, and they need a cool head. Kalama there, getting the header away.
Well, it's made it more exciting for us. A little bit of fire in the game now. Well, that one's gone out, but just shows you the confidence this Korean side have right now.
Festus needs to get that down a lot quicker. He's not going to allow him to take it 15 yards in front of the infringement, that's for sure. So, first touch was not good.
No, just let him down a bit. It's quite lucky to get away with that one in the end, actually.
Missed header.
That was better.
Festus again.
Yeah, again, with the foul.
It seems to be a factor now that the managers or the coaches complain to the fourth official. Watch this here.
Yeah, there's a definite push. In fact, almost a mirror image of the previous incident.
Absolutely. You know, when you're in that situation, you don't actually need to do much. The guy's in the air, and you know he's got nothing to anchor himself for. So a little nudge is all you need.
As you say, Kim Pang-gom complaining to the officials. Hong Kong need to watch themselves here.
Good angles from the Koreans.
Yeah, just starting to play the ball. It's some really good positions. Pitch drying out as well.
There's another chance. Hong Kong breathe a sigh of relief. That was a great shot. Not far away. Hong Kong motion's getting the better of them, perhaps. We need some fight in them, but they need also to calm down a bit.
Good
defending, but and wasn't that far, was it, John?
No, it was a good effort from the edge of the box from the number 5. Do you have a feeling, Mal, that there's definitely more goals in this match?
Yeah, I was just thinking that we have a game in our hands. Alexander winning the free kick that time. Hong Kong again. This is Carey rather. They know he's a danger man.
Great play, great composure at the back.
Korea break now. It's trouble for Hong Kong.
That was a
foul.
Blatant foul. I think we'll get Cardiff for that one. It's Offon's Hong Kong number 15. Not a lot you could do really. You had to take one for the team. Hong Kong were looking a bit short at the back.
Berto got to make amends for that lapse of concentration for the goal in the first minute of the second half. And Korea have looked dangerous on all of their free kicks. This looks like a direct shot on goal.
Pak Myong again. Good call there, Mal, but pretty weak effort in the end. Bit of a waste of a good opportunity for Korea.
If you're going to do that, you've got to get it on target. And again, get it on target, because anything could happen with this pitch.
Exactly, and also, they've got those two big men up there. Always a danger. That header coming off the post in the first half as well.
There's one of the all-time greats of Hong Kong there, former coach. In the commentary box by the look of it. So Korea, come away again, but no real trouble that time. Berto dealing with it. Yeah, Hung-Fai urging his forwards and his team. Alexander being climbed all over by the number 3, Yang from Korea.
Yeah, Yang Kook there, really stepping up, making his presence known. But, Hong Kong win the free kick.
Important time now. Crowd getting behind the Hong Kong team, as you'd expect. Good jump.
Well, all sorts of problems there in the end. Just a very direct free kick.
Elio getting up very well, extremely well. As you say, now get players in the box and follow up. Berto swings one in.
Well, didn't really see much wrong with that. Ri Myong. Have a look at the replay. Well, yeah, he was being maybe wrestled a little bit. It was that man again.
Carey. He's causing himself, making himself a big nuisance there in the box.
But of course, that's what he's there for, Mal. I
Sure.
mean, Hong Kong need that. He just needs to be a little bit careful. I'm surprised he hasn't been booked so far. He's probably had a few offences that the referee hasn't liked.
Well, it depends how frustrated and the referee is going to get with this. Keeper actually fell in more of what he fell awkwardly because he was at full stretch. I don't think there was a lot of damage done, but
well, that was good pressing from Hong Kong there, and that's what they need to do. Is they've got to capitalise on these set pieces, because they've got some big men as well that can cause trouble. And even though their heads would have gone down a little bit after conceding that early goal, they're still right in this match.
well, I think that's all forgotten now. I mean, they put that behind them. They've got some fire in the belly. What they've got to now is control that and get back to the game plan. Korea, we know, will stick to their game plan. Playing with a lot of confidence. And they're up for the fight as well. The physical challenges. There's danger. And
Oh, that was some delightful football there. It really was.
superb effort, yeah, but again, Hong Kong defenders backing off inside the box and allows the attacker. Look at this. There's 2 players around him. And that's where they've decided the defensive line is. That's too close to your own goal.
And number 6, Can Cook, just initiating that one. But the way he found the space there was pretty impressive.
Great save by Yap Hung-Fai, leading from the front as the captain.
Yeah, that's the experience he has, and that's what Hong Kong need. Both teams just knocking on the door a little bit.
Another swinging corner coming in. Free header, the back of the post. That was number 5, Ri Yong-jik. He knows he had a chance there. A bit more urgency in the Hong Kong attack now. Chi Ho was involved in the first goal. Alexander backing his way forward, yeah.
Surrounded by players, but
did very well.
Really good stuff. And you often wonder in that situation, Mal, when Phai Yap Hung gets the ball, where's James McKee? He should be the release man. He's the guy with pace out there.
Yeah,
they're not really finding him, or they didn't find him. And then these are the chances that Hong Kong have as well on the break.
Good delivery into the box. Better from Roberto. But a career on the break. And definitely on a break. And
what an effort again.
Super effort from... That's their Myong again. They've got these 2 big men coming forward. Did very well. Look at this early cross coming in.
Yeah, Can Cook with the cross. And it was that big man, Myong Cha. Had a couple of efforts in the first half. And so close. So 16 minutes gone. You think either coach is going to be thinking about some substitutions?
Depends on the impact players they've got to come on, isn't it, really? But the Korean side, I think, have done very well. I'm not sure there's anybody in their team that, unless they've got an injury, they want to take off. But it depends on the fitness levels. Hong Kong coach will have to make a decision and how he might be able to effect a change. There's still a lot of fight. It depends again on the fitness levels, I think, of the players out there, those who get fatigued. And the ball pumped forward.
Yeah, nice and calm.
Korean goalkeeper screaming at his midfield players who've done a great job up until now. And here is the free header. Look, nobody really marking the big number 5.
Yeah, Ri Yong always looks dangerous. A slight height advantage for his Korean side.
They're big and they're strong and they're physical. They can match whatever's being thrown at them, and they're very comfortable on the ball as well. But Hong Kong have given them a fight today, and they're not out of it yet by any means. You get the feeling, John, it's going to be dogged opportunism against the play that the Koreans, and the confidence that they can knock the ball around.
Yeah, and certainly as his pitch has dried out, starting to knock it around, looking, as you say, pretty confident.
Hong Kong now got numbers back. They need to defend this well. Another good cross going in. And that was an important challenge from Kilama. He didn't win the ball, but he actually did enough. They're still not out of trouble. Well, Lee Chi-ho, that would have won you an Oscar, man. But he was fouled.
Yong Yik.
There's only one way that was going to go. You can see here.
Yeah. Covered his bases well there in the end.
Well, centre half find himself in the left wing position. Probably needs a bit of a break as well. Lee Chi-ho instrumental in that first goal for Hong Kong. 69 caps for Hong Kong, had a great career and still doing his part for the cause.
Yeah, he's done very well. Say number 70 tonight for him, so it's kind of even more impressive.
Hong Kong on a break. They need to go fast. Carry on the ball. Koreans have got players back. It's a great ball going forward. Chance for Hong Kong. McKee's in there. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
It's not over.
What a miss in the end.
That
Great
was
work.
a fantastic effort. McKee, the one time he's really got into the box. Superb work on the right flank there. Flick on, that's where the danger is. He's put his head down in the box.
It was Festus Bays in the end, just knocking it over. Great work.
Wang there with the cross.
Yeah.
And that's what you want.
Very brave.
With that ball bouncing around there, anything could happen.
Very brave from McKee, wasn't it? Put his neck on the line, quite literally. But, Bays under a little bit of pressure there. Just flashing it over the bar.
Good effort by Hong Kong. That should give them lots of confidence. Again, got a bit of head tennis going on. Hong Kong on a bit of a roll at the moment.
They really are. They're starting to gather a little bit of momentum here in the ascendancy. And really believe they can probably win this match.
Good ball from Lee Chi-ho, similar to the one he played in the first half. Well, that time carry.
Just gets away with that one, gets the throw for his team. And at times he's been a little bit ungainly, but his work rate is second to none.
Well, he's the danger man, I think, for Hong Kong, definitely. Here's the goal scorer. There's McKee, getting forward a lot more now. Hong Kong still within it.
Oh, what a great position. Getting that free kick.
Basically,
The man that flashed the ball over the bar just a few minutes ago.
You've got the free kick, you can get up now.
You're right, McKee just slipping at the crucial moment. Hong Kong giving it a real go here.
That's where you need a free kick specialist. I feel that this, you know, had it been 4 or 5 metres a bit further out, then you've got a chance. This is a little bit too close.
Yeah, it's just that getting it up and over, isn't it, Mal? It's just very
Whether
difficult.
they can get it round the wall. Everybody's screaming out to have a go here, but what you need is players following up.
Now,
they should have, it probably should be carry, I would have thought. No, it's the centre half.
well, rather unusually, Kalama there with the free kick. Now he's going to be a little bit out of position. They want to watch themselves, Hong Kong. It's a great effort.
They need more of that.
On to Souza.
Yeah, more shots on goal because it's going to bounce, it's going to do anything. So Hong Kong are they making a substitution? That's the Koreans who are bringing on their number 8.
Yeah, Kim Kuk Bom coming up. Number 9, Pak Song Choi. Worked hard for the team. Like for like, really, just in the engine room of the midfield. Maybe Jorn Anderson just feels it being maybe a little bit overrun in this second half. Not quite as commanding in midfield as they were.
Or maybe he's looking to get a bit of fresh legs, because we know that the longer this game goes on, that Hong Kong players are going to probably feel it, because they've had to work a lot harder than the Koreans, be chasing a lot of the ball.
Yeah, especially in that first half. It's going to take its toll in the long run. You know, hanging on for their lives right now, Hong Kong. And could have stolen this a couple of occasions.
Well, they've had the better chances, haven't they, really?
They have in this second half.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
So there, defenders get into that. I've got to question the fact that Kalama took that free kick. You know, I mean, he's a centre half. I mean, unless he's a real good striker of the ball, you'd have thought that it would have been Carey or Alexander or even McKee.
Well, you know that I'm not really a fan of Kalama. I know he's had a great evening, but I was surprised as anybody that he took that free kick, to be honest. And he didn't really seem to think about what he was doing. He was in two minds. And you're right, you know, you need someone like a McKee.
You need, in that situation, you need your best ball strikers. That's what they're there for. And they're normally the midfield players or the strikers. But you know,
Alexander again, just getting bundled over.
Look at the way that the Koreans swarm over the danger areas. They hunting in packs. The substitutes just come on,
teaming them up.
Kim Kuk Bom.
So Hong Kong just need a bit more composure on some of their set pieces. I feel that you know, there's great opportunities for them. Roberto, a right-footed player, is going to swing this one out.
That's there to be challenged when it's bouncing around.
A good ball with pace there, actually, Mal, that he whipped in.
We'll see this coming in again. It's that second challenge there. Foul on the defender.
Pak Myong. So now Jorn Anderson, a little bit of thinking to do. Still 20 odd minutes to go, so plenty of time really for his team.
You do wonder if those misses for Hong Kong are going to cost them as this match wears on. But the better chances in the second half.
Well, they're looking quite composed at the back right now. Again, I think we'll start to see a few substitutions as legs get a little bit tired in these conditions.
So Hong Kong come away again. McKee's on the right now.
Yeah, he's a versatile player, McKee.
Pumped in. Get players forward on that ball that is knocked away.
Hong Kong putting Korea a little bit under pressure right now. Great play. Roberto will go for the long throw here.
Good cross coming in. Calmly played out by the Koreans. Maybe a bit too calmly. They've lost the ball again. Carry now on the left-hand side. And they've got a chance. Can he turn it into a shot? Alexander, well, there's a bit of a... I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Well, I think he was in two minds, whether to turn and take the shot or make the pass. He didn't do either in the end.
It's kind of a cross pass. It actually went all further away from the goal.
And Lee Ji-ho pretty hard for him to get that one. Hong Kong, you'd say, are on top at this stage. Crew actually looking just a little bit tired.
Well, they've certainly made a fight of it, and you've probably was asked by the coach. They need to put in a full shift here. Alexander got that wrong.
Well, Hong Kong have to go for it, really. It's a match they really have to win.
They do. The draw's really no good to them because they've got their tough games coming up. They've already lost one. They need the points in this group. And at the moment, it's anybody's game. Carry. Pick up a book
The
in here.
referee's had enough in the end.
Well, it was a matter of time, and keep your opinions to yourself. We need you on the pitch. It is the Hong Kong team. Yeah, very clear, cynical. Carey has been the star of this team really tonight. Plays now his trade in Qingdao, Guanghai in China.
He's done well. I mean, he was fitting in there in midfield, really.
Well, it's Jack Seeley coming on now for Hong Kong, replacing James McKee. Seeley also plying his trade now in China.
22nd cap for him. And McKee's put in a pretty good shift.
Seeley will put himself about, and a good chance for him, having a good career now in China. Of course, his father had a great career himself, Tony Seeley. Now, what can Hong Kong do? Koreans continuing their way, playing the ball around. This is a good move for them. Early cross comes in.
And just goes out and not received for a throw in the end, but good build-up play.
Well, they've been very disciplined in the way that they've approached this match. They haven't let it get away from them. They've been under pressure, they've soaked it up, they've got away with some good attacks and chances from Hong Kong. We're into the last 15 minutes or so of this match, and this is very important for both sides. Can Hong Kong snatch a victory?
So a very patient build-up from this Korean side.
Roberto doing well. Yeah. Now Hong Kong, can they build? Carey, he's got to be careful. Oh, that was Alexander. Got to be a bit careful. Rest his base.
Against the big man, Pak Kwong.
Challenge there.
Yeah, he got the piece of the ball actually in the end.
Well, but referees are always going to give a foul when they're coming from behind, aren't they? That's the problem. And it's a dangerous position for Hong Kong now.
So interesting that the big man's over the ball. Might suggest he fancies a go at this one.
And this is a good distance for a striker goal. And we know they've got players who can swing it in with the left and the right, so they'll look at the wall as the referee makes his mark. A squiggly line there.
Kang Cook's over the ball as well. Seems to direct most of their operations. And then just a little bit of a waste.
So we've had two good free kick opportunities, both taken by defenders.
Both wasted in the end.
And we wonder why. Call me old school, but really, when you've seen the delivery that's come from the Koreans from their free kicks in that first half in the corners, they've got good ball strikers, and that really was a wasted effort. Perfect distance.
Yeah, exactly. Both teams not capitalising on that at all.
Hong Kong break. Here's Carey. Chasing this down. Most lively forward. He's still got lots of energy in him. And the slow patient build up from Korea. Hong Kong need to now be very careful and pick their moments to attack. As we approach the last 10 minutes of this match. Lines of Hong Kong players, but really, and again,
took a deflection, I think, that one.
Well, lines of Hong Kong defending are there, two lines of defence, but really backing off. You can see here plenty of players behind, but the shot is still allowed to go in.
Yeah, Pak Myon just getting onto his left peg. And, luckily for Hong Kong, Tan Chun Lok is getting in the way. But, it's a set piece, it's a corner. Kang Cook to swing it in.
Chance going there. Dangerous, these corners. Cross coming in. Another substitution. For Korea. Now, this is an interesting substitution. The young guy coming on, the number 13. He now plays his football in Italy. He's replacing, we talked about Pak, who's been their most celebrated player. This young lad here is the first Korean to have scored in the Serie A. Young lad.
Cagliari. And we were hoping to maybe get a look at him this evening, Mal.
Yeah, and we are.
He's got a great chance here. About 10 minutes to go. And
anybody playing in the Serie A has got to be a pretty useful player. And he's a very young lad as well. Still in his teens, only just. So Korea have thrown that bit of special onto the pitch.
Pak Kwon came off the 19. He had a great match actually so far.
He's been
What's the danger man?
looking for something slightly different. Maybe the youngsters have got a bit more pace and looking to sort of put some more pressure on the Hong Kong defenders.
Again, as you see him out, the legs getting a bit tired out there. And different type of player, a little bit shorter, a little bit more compact, a little bit more pace.
Play on, says the referee. Good decision.
But he puts it out at the end anyway. Maybe a case of cramp, if nothing else.
You know, I didn't really see anything. I didn't see any real contact, you know. So when players go down with cramp, you know, like they've broken their leg, well, I'm sorry.
I totally agree. You just need to play the match. But it seems that with modern football, they're quite happy to put the ball out.
So he stretched that, so that is cramp. So, I mean, here's a guy who should have cramp. The amount of grass that he's covered, carry, he's been all over the
tonight.
Yeah.
Done very well for Hong Kong. Really put himself about.
He's got to go off. Yeah. Very important, the hydration. The players, particularly in the heat. I don't think there's a football player on the earth that hasn't suffered from cramp. And non-footballers, right? So it's not a nice thing, because once it happens, it tends to go on again.
Yeah, got to keep those electrolytes up. Make sure that, especially in this heat and humidity, really zap your energy and zap your strength.
All right, approaching the last 5 minutes of this game. Still everything to play for. Hong Kong. Last big effort in this Asian Cup qualifiers. They need a win here. Clearing up well at the back.
Yeah, Klarman's had a much better second half, actually.
Here's Seeley. Steady. Again, Seeley got away from his man. Another good ball by Lee Chi-ho.
I think Jack Seeley thought it was his throw there in the end, but that's good. Putting himself about. That's what Hong Kong need right now. They need some outlets. Just make sure they don't get pushed back too much in the final few minutes of this match. Although Korea seem to be still working on that very slow build-up.
So Hong Kong on the attack.
I do wonder, Mel, when it gets to sort of five minutes to go, 1-1. Are both teams quite happy just to see this match out?
I don't know. Well, I think Hong Kong, no, they can't really afford to 1-1. Obviously they don't want to lose, but they've got this. It's there to win, really. They've proven that they can cause the Korean side problems. They've had a few chances in the second half. They should have done better, but they've got to be composed at the back and defend well. They get players behind the ball. To me, they need to get more players forward when they get in good attacking positions. You can see how they set out their stall.
They're very
when
deep,
they defend.
aren't they? And they
Get lots of players behind the ball.
But obviously, there's always that danger from the Korean team. I mean, you know, they do knock the ball around well.
Another substitution for Hong Kong. Yu Ying-ji coming on. And Alexander coming off for Hong Kong. So, midfielder. Maybe that's to shore that up, as you say, John.
He put in a pretty good shift, Alexander. He certainly made the Hong Kong goal, and he's been pretty impressive this evening.
Sims come on for Kang for the Koreans. Went to the last 2 or 3 minutes of this game. This is where the concentration is very important for both sides. You can see the lines that the Hong Kong team are setting up.
Yeah, 2 banks of 4, trying to keep it tight.
Koreans are up for this, trying to get it behind.
Carey just staying up for Hong Kong. Here's that outlet. He's got that pace. Again, a little bit of cramp, I think, more than anything.
Koreans come forward again. Hong Kong need to just concentrate here. There's the young player from Cagliari. Getting bowled over both his attempts. Carey probably been the best player for Hong Kong tonight. Really has put in a shift.
There's Ri Young, nice and solid at the back, covering the pace of Carey. Who, as you say, has really worked hard for Hong Kong tonight. Had a pretty good second half as well. And after trials and tribulations early on in this match, where Hong Kong were really under the gun for quite a long time, we got in.
That's just a stamp on the back of the foot there.
Yeah, these things happen.
He's got to go off as well. But he's defended well tonight. So, as we approach the final moments of this match, apart from time added on for injury, we've had a couple in this match. Give that a ball away there.
Yeah, plus some substitutions, so maybe you're looking, could be anywhere in the region of 2 to 3 minutes at a time. So still play to play for here.
So Hong Kong, is this their last attack? Can they pull something out?
Kalama again. Bit clumsy in the challenge.
Jean-Jacques Kalama playing in Shenzhen now.
He's tough.
He's a big guy. He's made a couple of mistakes tonight, but he's been pretty solid as well.
Yeah, he's been pretty good in the second half, actually.
And Korea. This is dangerous. The young boy who's coming as a sub. He's got the cross in. Now, can Hong Kong break and pull something out of the bag? They're firing towards.
Trying to find Carey each time.
Yeah.
Target man, aren't they? Just to give him some sort of relief. Need to find him a little bit more effectively.
There's the young substitute.
He looks really lively. But in the end, a little bit of frustration creeps in.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is not an easy guy to push over. Frustration there.
Festus Bays goes flying.
Well, you can't have any complaints about that. There's more frustration. Haven't really had a chance for him to show his true skills.
So 4 minutes of added time.
I don't think you can stretch on for a bit of cramp, quite honestly.
But I suppose inevitable, slightly heavy conditions. And
so we are now
tough.
into time added on. So I suppose for Hong Kong, because they haven't lost at this moment, haven't lost, it's a good result. But really, they needed a win to give themselves a good chance for qualifying. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination, of course. They've played well, they've competed well against a good side, John.
Well, if nothing else, man, it's going to give them confidence, isn't it? They lost the last match to these guys. They really haven't had a good run in their last 5 games, losing three of those. They've had a distinct lack of scoring in those matches. So actually, to come here tonight, they were definitely underdogs. If you read all the press on it, you know, everyone expected PRK to win.
Well, Carey's gone off, and with a minute to go, and Paul Ngu's come on.
Yeah, and he's put in a very good shift, Carey.
He's played very well today. He's fought hard. He's caused himself, made a big nuisance of himself. Here's Jack Seeley on a break for Hong Kong.
Maybe chance for just one last effort from either team. At high feet there, but got away with it.
All right, last chance for Hong Kong is this. Well, that's a clash of heads.
Yeah, a few loose challenges just coming in now. As players are getting tired. And that man there, the number 17 for Korea, Cha Myong.
And you can see there's 4 minutes added on, so we're into this last minute now of this match. What we don't want is a repeat of the first half if you're Korean, and the start of the second half if you're a Hong Kong player.
Great work from the Hong Kong number 3 there, Festus Bays. Again, he's been pretty solid in defence. Looked quite dangerous in attack at times as well. But just manages to extinguish that attack. But maybe a last chance effort corner here.
You've got to think it's the last kick of the game. Defend well, Hong Kong. And that's a goal kick.
Yeah, pretty well defended in the end by Hong Kong.
Have they got time to launch one last attack?
Ri Yong just sneaking into the back post there, but to no avail in the end.
Much better second half from the Hong Kong team. They've had their chances, most certainly.
Yeah.
And there it is.
There it is.
It's over. Referee blows for full time. Hong Kong will be disappointed with that. They had the chances to win it. Korea, I would imagine, pretty comfortable with the way it went, but again, they had their chances as well. The favours to win this match. There's the final score. Hong Kong won, scoring on the stroke of half-time. And then when you thought that this match was going to be turning into something that perhaps a result for Hong Kong in the second half of the first minute, a lapse of concentration throughout the defence there, letting in Korea to score. Two coaches shaking hands. Thoughts, John?
Well, it was quite interesting because obviously a total disaster at the beginning of that second half for Hong Kong after really working themselves into a fantastic lead at half-time. But actually what was interesting about that was it actually seemed to settle them as well. They actually seemed to come out. They seemed to actually play a lot better in this second half. Defensively, they were a lot more solid. They had actually the better chances in this second half, and you know, could have actually found themselves with a win, which they desperately needed. But a point is a point, and it's a point better than actually losing.
So there we have it, the 1-1 draw in this Asian qualifying round for 2019, the Asian Cup. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage tonight. John Levitt, thanks for joining me here in the studio. The fans are celebrating a good performance from Hong Kong. We'll be back soon and we'll see what happens in the next few weeks of this qualifying match. We'll say good night. Bye-bye from me.
比賽過後咧，我哋揾嚟我哋香港隊嘅主教練啊，Kim Sir 喺隔離啊。Hello Kim Sir, and this match, our team get 1 point. Do you feel satisfied with the result?
Yeah, we could be better. We could get a 3 point. We tried to get a 3 point, but we play against such a strong country, North Korea. I think in terms of performance, the spirit was very good. Then maybe looking forward to get more point even away game. Yeah.
咁啱先 Kim Sir 咧講到呢場比賽攞1分其實都滿意嘅，咁啊因為北韓咧都係一支強隊嚟嘅，咁啊期望嚟緊多啲嘅分數喺其他比賽上面，咁啊都要問問 Kim Sir 啦，咁啊今場比賽咁啊上半場係領先緊嘅，但係下半場咧就俾人入咗一球，有冇打亂到佢部署咧？問一問佢先啦。Kim Sir, in the first half, our team is the leading team, but in the second half, it become a 1-1 draw situation. Does it affect your tactics?
Yeah, we shouldn't lost goal at such a short time. Then that I think our mistake. Then we should correct this mistake. And then, time to time they pressure us. Then we try to change a little bit tactical. So anyway, I much appreciate our player. They just follow our instruction to achieve get 1 point.
咁啊 Kim Sir 咧就講到啦，咁當然咧留意到係有啲嘅問題出現咗，咁啊叫球隊不停去改善。咁啊後半場嘅尾段咧係好好多，亦都好多謝一班球員。咁啊 Kim Sir, final question for you. And the team become a 3-5-2 formation. Do you feel satisfied with this performance?
Yes, satisfied.
咁啊 Kim Sir 都好多謝咧咁一班球員踢好呢個3-2嘅陣式啊！唔該晒 Kim Sir，thank you Kim Sir。另外咧，我哋都揾嚟嘅中場球員陳俊樂，樂仔嗱，之前賽前咧講過話要100% 嘅努力去踢呢場波，今場入埋首個國際賽入球，而家個心情係點啊？
係超級興奮啊！咁因為即係自己冇預期到可以對住北韓可以入到波啊！咁即係球波雖然有少少幸運成分啦，咁但係即係好開心可以終於喺國際賽入到第一個喺香港隊入球。
咁啊，平時咧喺和富大埔咧都有球會咧就踢過呢個3中堅嘅陣式，自己有冇真係踢翻呢個陣式特別夾得好嘅咧？同埋對住北韓呢場比賽有幾難打咧？
其實佢哋嗰個力量啊、速度都好快，咁但係我諗可能係嚟到香港啦，佢哋作客始終個狀態冇咁好，咁但係我哋其實應該要再把握好啲啦，尤其是下半場一入到嚟其實有少少放鬆咗，咁但係之後調整翻都好最後可以守好佢哋啦，係咯。
唔該晒樂仔咧，亦都辛苦晒香港隊嘅成員啦 ，thank you。